Hi everyone, how are you all? Welcome to my page. For those who don't know me, I just want to give you my brief introduction. My name is Shikha. I live in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada with my husband and two kids. By profession, I am an accountant, but now I am a stay-at-home mom and I'm really enjoying these moments with my family. And but I was like I wanted to find a way for extra revenue. So last year I came across to this digital business, and now I am a digital business owner too. So, and in this business, we have a very large community from all over the world, and I really love to chat with my business partner. So, I have a very special guest today. Her name is Deborah. She is from Mexico. So, please welcome her. Hi, Deborah. How are
Hi,
you?
very well. How are you?
I am good. Thank you. Thank you for coming on my face.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love talking about the business. So,
Yeah, definitely. Now we are digital business women, right?
yes, yes.
So, Deborah, can you tell us our viewers about a little bit about yourself? Like, who's Deborah? Your background, about your family.
Okay. First of all, I'm a child of God to start off with, and I'm a mother of six, grandmother of 17. Hopefully, next month, a grandmother of 18,
That's
and
wonderful.
great grandmother of five. And I used to be an accountant too. I was an accountant by trade. I worked in the oil fields of Alberta, Canada for the last 10 years. So, prior to this business. So, about 15 years ago, moved to the oil sands from the east coast of Canada. I used to live in New Brunswick, Canada, and moved
Oh,
to Alberta in 2006 and pursued my career in the oil sands, of course, where the big money is, right?
yeah,
And
definitely.
in 2015, I got laid off. So, and then I had to come to the realization that nobody wants to hire anybody over the age of 60 years old. So I had to start looking for something. And I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So, was I looking for an online business? I don't think so. I think I was just looking for a way to make money, right? Because you know how cold it gets in northern Alberta. It can get up, down to minus 52 in the wintertime. And I thought, oh my gosh, I got to be able to find something online. I really don't want to go out in this cold. I'm tired of going out in the cold. And so, anyways, I started looking online and I came across a lot of, you know, really bad things. I even tried a few of them, right? But, anyways, I came across this one and it came across my page every day until I finally took action. And to this day, I have never seen it since.
That's
People out
wonderful.
there every day see it, but I have never seen it since that the ad that I actually clicked on. And I became an online business owner, and it wasn't get rich quick. It didn't take time because it took a lot of time for me because I didn't know how to put a picture on Facebook. I did accounting. I used to work on database programs, accounting programs, income tax programs. I did all of that, but at the end of the day, I closed my computer. I didn't want to
Yeah,
learn
same.
anything else,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
work, I was
yeah.
working, 12-hour shifts. So you work 12 to 14 hours a day on a computer. You don't want to do anything else. So I never learned anything about social media or putting a picture on Facebook or Google or any of these things, right? So I thought, oh my gosh, but I can do it because they talked a lot about social media. And I thought,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know how this is going to happen, but I could see the numbers. Like I could see the numbers playing in my head, because being an accountant, you see a
A
lot of
lot.
small businesses, income taxes. And I mean, 42 years I had done income taxes up to that point. And,
I,
it was like, oh my gosh, so many small businesses I've seen I've never seen any of them that make money or have helped as many people as this business has.
business, definitely.
They come, they go, they come, they go, but this one is here to stay,
State,
right?
state, yeah.
It's
Yes,
amazing.
same here. I did 4 months in Liberty Tax as a tax preparer, but I know that it was like a 4 months is like 10
Yeah.
years I was there. It's really hard.
It
People
is.
come, they shout, they were stressed, and if you do something wrong, they just like. So yeah, it's I know it's really hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, and I worked with men because I was a customer service advisor for Finning Canada, and
Uh-huh.
I worked with a lot of men. So the language there was not very colorful, or I should say it was very colorful, and it wasn't what I was used to. But over the years working with the guys, they knew that I didn't talk like that, and when they come into my office, they were really good. Really, really, really good. They had a lot of respect. So, but yeah, you work for somebody, and there's bickering in the office, and there's the office politics, and you come
And
home and you say you're not going to carry that home with you, but you do,
true,
right?
you do stress.
And you take it out on your kids and your
Yeah,
spouse, and with this business, like
like
I just, what? I don't understand why everybody just doesn't check it out.
check it
All
out.
is they got to do is register on that website, check it out. That's all they got to do, right? And then
Yeah,
they know if it's something they want to pursue or not, right? And then they
yeah,
just follow the steps from there. But I mean, it doesn't cost them one penny to check it out to
check
see
it
if it's
out.
something
Yeah,
they want to pursue. And I really don't understand it. I've had people say to me, "Oh, I don't think it's for me." Well, how do you know?
no,
How do you know it's
no, that,
not for you? Maybe it isn't. Maybe
yeah,
it isn't, and that's okay if it's not, right? But it's my
at
goodness,
least
for
check.
you to be able to be home with your children. Oh my God, that just melts my heart. Like, I never had that opportunity when I was, raising my children. I had to work. I'd go to the hospital and have a baby one day. The day I come out of the hospital, go to work the next day. We didn't even have maternity leave when I had
Doesn't
my
matter.
kids.
Yeah,
So, you for you to be able to be home with your children now and working an online business, and as profitable as this business is, being able to do the things, because you don't just have
and
money from the business, you have your time freedom with your family, and you have
family.
money to do things with them. But I just don't understand why. I really don't. I have a hard time understanding why everybody just doesn't check it out. And like I said, if
Definitely,
it's not for them, that's wonderful. But at least
definitely.
they will know, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. So Deborah, what things motivate you, or what I say, who inspired you to join this business? Because I know, even though people who in 30s, they are very skeptical, they are scared to come out from their comfort zone, right? But I know when you joined, you were in closer to your retirement, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
who inspired you, who motivates you to join
Well,
online business?
retirement in Canada isn't what people say it is. Like, you have your OAS, your Canada pension, which people cannot survive on. That barely pays your rent, let alone puts groceries on your table when you have, or if in Fort McMurray, it wouldn't even come close to paying the rent, right?
Yeah,
Like your Canada pension OAS. And I thought, I'm not ready to sit back and die. And, nobody was going to hire me because I was over the age of 60. I was close to retirement age. And, rightfully so, being an accountant, we understand, they want the younger people, which makes more sense, for them to get 20 or 30 years out of this. Sorry, I have somebody coming in my door, so my dogs are a little bit
no
noisy.
problem.
So, anyways, yeah. So once I, realized that, I knew I had to do something that was going to change my life, that was going to make it possible for me to be able to live the life I wanted to live, right?
Yeah,
And be able to survive. Like, you don't need to be wealthy. You just need to be able to
and
survive,
survive.
right?
Yeah.
Be
Hmm.
able to take care of yourself, be able to be with your family. Like my family's scattered all across Canada. Now, because of the pandemic that's been the last couple of
Definitely.
years, that's made it very difficult, but things are starting to come back into
But
place and the
yeah,
travel will start again, right?
yeah, yeah.
But I it's something that I knew from the minute I looked at it, it was going to work. And I knew I was going to struggle because I had a big learning curve. Because, when I grew up, it was go to school, get a good education, get a good job, marry a rich man. Well, that didn't happen, right? And get a good job.
So
And That's it. You work all your life and then you retire and live on 40% of what you couldn't survive on the first place, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I was raised. So, stepping out of my comfort zone, oh man, did I ever have to step out of my comfort zone, And I think today's age, online business is the way of the future, I mean, there's Walt Disney shutting down 33 of his stores in the United States because over the pandemic, they made more sales on online stores than they ever did in the stores. So it wasn't feasible to keep them open. And that's what's going to happen all over the world.
Right. Mm-hmm. I know that one store here near to my house is also shut down.
Yeah, and anything you want to look for a rent, you look online. You want to go see if there's something. You can even check online to see if there's things at the store, so you don't have to go to the store to buy it unless you know it's there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
It's amazing. You can order your groceries now and they're delivered to your door. So, and we have a gold mine just waiting for people to reach in and take their portion of it. Like, this business is a gold mine. And
definitely.
I just don't understand. Everybody should be just grabbing at it full force.
So how did you start it? Like, you just watched that webinar, or after webinar?
I went to the webinar and I watched the webinar in full. And then after you watch the webinar, you have a choice to make. Is it something you want to find out more about? If you want to find out more about it, you pay $149. Then you have 30 days. We'll send people 3 more hours of videos, more information about it, about how, what type of investments people would have to make and how the business actually works. And they have 30 days to go over all that information, ask their questions. And then after the 30 days, if they feel it's not for them, we refund that $149. No questions asked, anytime in that 30-day period. Because we know how valuable and how well this business works. We're not out to take people's $149.
Definitely. And
then if they decide, they book a coaching call, right? And then they get started in the business. And that $149 gives them our full training. And if you went to a university to get the type of training we have, it would cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And for $149. Like, blows me away.
I spent because when I came to Canada, so they told me that I have to upgrade my studies in accounting. So I did there. Like, I have a degree, but I came in Canada, I did diploma again.
Yes.
So then, and I spent a lot.
A lot of money, right?
Yeah, a lot of money.
It cost me a lot of money years ago, back in the early 70s, to get my accounting degree, right? It cost a lot of money. And now it's a lot more money. I know what my daughters have had to pay to go to university, and it was not cheap, right?
Definitely, yeah.
And they're not making the money that we're making in this business.
No, even though my son, he told me that he's 9 years old right now. He told me that, like, when I will be 18 years old, I will join your business. I said, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So
because they see it, and we have, like, right now, we have doctors that is coming in that are in our business. We have lawyers, we have nurses, we have school teachers, school principals, we have, our CMP officers, because they can make more money in our business and less stress than the jobs they're doing.
Definitely, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because when I joined this business, my husband was skeptical, but now he know that, like, what I am doing. So he also want to join this business. And before that, he was doing some part-time jobs too, but now he stopped. Because of blessing for this business.
Exactly. And look, we have people that didn't even finish high school that is doing this business and making a lot more money than me, right?
Yeah.
And that just blows me away, because it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what country you live in, because we're in 23 different countries of the world within 38 offices that supply other countries. We offer a product that is top of the line, that is way more valuable than you'd ever invest in it, right?
Definitely.
More valuable than you ever make the investment for. It's just this business is something that's going to change people's lives.
Yeah.
And but it's not get rich quick. It takes
Definitely.
time. But
And you will not lose anything. Yeah.
it's worth waiting for.
Yeah.
Or working for, I should say, right?
As, and Deborah, as like you said that you don't have the technical knowledge before that, before joining this business. So when you join this business, you know that we have a training and all that. Did you find any challenges to do those trainings or no? Like how did you, because you don't have that knowledge, right? Technical knowledge.
No, well, you know what? I did struggle with some, but there's so many people that's willing to help, and it doesn't matter if you're financially tied or not. We have private chat groups on every little aspect there is about this business. So if you have any questions, there's places to go ask if you're not really sure 100%, right?
Yeah.
And there's so much help in this business that struggling there's no reason to struggle.
Yeah.
Because you can always reach out to somebody, right?
Somebody.
And I know when I first started, it was like, oh my God, I don't want to ask any more questions. I thought, oh my God, this question I'm going to ask. So I tell people, don't worry about asking questions, because there isn't one stupid question, because if there is, I've asked them all, right? So don't be afraid to ask questions. That's what we're here to do. But the training is so good. It's video based, and it just keeps getting better every day. Oh my gosh, it's an amazing training program. Anybody, I mean, my grandson could follow it, right?
Oh yeah. Because even though when I joined, even though that time I didn't know how to post a picture in Facebook, I learned everything through my training.
Yeah, I challenge business owners that are already, put your 10-year-old or 7-year-old in front of your computer and let them go through some of the training. And I bet you they will. It'll be amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Deborah, as you know that in our community there is lots of different cultures, like religions, or like no, not religion, like the culture. Like I am an Indian, my language is different, right? In Hindi. So is there any language barrier, like English is necessary for this business, or anybody can do this business if somebody?
Well, all of our training right now is in English. But they're working on the Spanish, they're working on the French, and you can get programs on your computer now that will translate everything to your own language, right? Everything. The information session, the training, everything. You can get that on your own computer. And some programs you pay for, but you can get a free one. And it will translate everything to your language.
Yeah, because I have lots of queries that we don't know English so much, so how can we do this business?
And we're in the process right now of putting that information session in, having people work with we're training right now for people to work in their own language, to do the webinars in their own language, in their own countries, on their time. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a wonderful news, actually. Yeah.
It's amazing. So, now's the time to jump on board. Like, now's the time. We're a brand new company, but, the way we do it right now, we're brand new. We've only been around 5 years, but, the companies that we're tied in with has been around for 45 years.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Neither of us are going anywhere.
Definitely. And we are like now more than 90,000 people in this community.
Yes.
And every day more than 100 people joining this community. So it means something is there.
Everybody in this whole entire planet could be in this business, and it's not going to interfere with you or me.
Yeah.
Or anybody else. There's no competition, and everybody just works together and it helps each other, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Someone grabbing somebody that shouldn't be there, or somebody, I want you to work with me. That's not the way it works, right?
Yeah. I know that we need. Okay, one more question, Deborah. So, how much time did you spend on this training when you joined this business?
Well, you know what? I have been laid off my job, so I put a lot of time into my business because I not only had to learn the business, I had to learn my computer. And of course, like I bought a new computer when I started, and I bought a Mac. I had never worked on a Mac before, so like I had like learning curve after learning curve after learning curve, right? So I spent a lot of time. I treated this as a full-time business. And I went in like I was going to a job. I would go into my office. I'd take my breaks. I'd take my lunch. I'd go into my office. And that's how I treated this. I treated it like a full-time business. And that's why I get paid like a full-time business, right? But some people, people work. And I don't suggest anybody quits their job until they have enough money coming in from this business that they can, financially support themselves. Then, it's going to happen, right? But, some people put a couple hours a day in. Some people put 4 hours a day in. Those of us who put a lot more hours in make a lot more money. So it's what we want to get out of it, right?
Yeah, no, because sometimes I spend 4 hours, some days I spend 5 hours. Especially on weekends, I want to spend more and time with my kids and my husband. So on weekends, maybe I spend maybe 1 or 2 hours.
Yes.
So it depends, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, so but still, it's not like a 9 to 5 job. We have to
You make your own hours.
Make your own hours.
Yeah.
Usually, I spend at night when my kids sleep, so I do.
Yeah, you go to work. You can work on it in the middle of the night. You can sit and work on it in your house coat. You can,
definitely.
If you can't sleep, you get up and do your work. Like it doesn't matter when or what hours. And you don't have to ask anybody to go on vacation. You don't have to ask anybody for time off to take your child to a basketball game or a baseball game or whatever. You don't have to. You don't have to ask for Sundays off so you can go to church, right?
Definitely.
You don't have to take the time off to do whatever you want to do. You make your own hours. You work at your pace. It depends, how bad you want it, how much you want. That's what I say. If you treat it like a hobby, then you're going to get paid like a hobby. You treat it like a business, you're going to get paid like a business.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really a very important information because that's why I invited you, because I want to show see, everybody can do this business. Everybody.
Yes. Right? So, and if you want to be successful, it's up to you. Like you're not going to make me successful. The people who brought me into the business isn't going to make me successful. The only person that can make me successful is me on my works, right?
Yeah. And Deborah, is anything you want to share with our viewers, like any information? Because sometimes people, they want to do it, but still they are thinking, they're skeptical.
Well, that's where I go back to people. Check it out. What are you going to lose? 90 minutes of your time, and wonder if that 90 minutes of their time changes their whole life. Right? That 90 minutes that I watched has changed my life. Here I am living in Mexico, beautiful Mexico, right? Still have my home in Canada, but I live here now full time, and it would not be possible. I believe God brought me to the business, and I believe the business brought me here. So I give all the glory to God. I give Him all the thanks because I know I would not have anything if it wasn't without Him.
Yeah.
And people can say the universe did it, whoever, but I say it was my God that did it, right?
Definitely. I love Mexico. So most of the time my son told me that, oh mama, I want to go Mexico. Mexico just a little bit looks like India too. And I told my husband, I want to go. So now you are there.
Well, we're going to be having some business partner meetups here in Mexico. We're going to have one in September and one in October. And as long as business partners keep coming, we'll have more, right?
More. Oh, yeah. That's wonderful then.
Yes.
So now in every country, I know somebody so I have to go and then meet up, and that's really wonderful. Yeah, this is actually one more thing for our business, that it's the beauty of our business. We meet new people, and it's our personal growth, right?
Yeah. So what a way to, go on a business trip and have a vacation and
Definitely.
enjoy yourself and just sit around the beach talking about business. That's
Business.
one of our business meetings, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Definitely.
you learn a lot of information sitting on the beach talking to other business partners.
Definitely. Thank you, Deborah, for taking time to chat
You're
with me
welcome.
today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you for
Have a,
inviting me.
thank you. Have a wonderful day, Deborah.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.